Hello everyone, my name is Eric Bowe, author of Primal Shopper. I thought I would create a video to give people an idea of what is in the book, and I figured, why not make the video the same way I wrote the book? You see, in the book I tell many stories, and I thought it would be interesting to go through 3 of these stories to give you a little bit of flavor of what you will find when you read the book. As you will see from these stories, Primal Shopper is an innovative segmentation based on shopper DNA. Now, when I say shopper DNA, I am not talking genes and chromosomes. Rather, I'm talking about natural motivations that are driving how we shop. The cool part about Primal Shopper is it helps you increase market share by driving marketing tactics based on your shopper's DNA. It affects content to make an emotional connection to drive behavior. It isolates influential channels to focus your content to either intercept or interrupt a shopper. It identifies social conversations and themes to increase your brand's relevancy. And finally, it helps you design retail promotional tactics to drive sale. So let's get on with the video and to our first story. The first story is about a Myers-Briggs workshop I attended years ago. If you're unfamiliar with Myers-Briggs, let me give you some basics. Myers-Briggs is based on 4 dichotomies that assess how you prefer to interact with the outside world. For example, the first dichotomy is called favorite world. In favorite world, you're either an introvert or an extrovert. Most people in the workshop, including myself, thought this dealt with how gregarious you were. However, the workshop leader, a professor from a nearby university, informed us it measures how you recharge your batteries. You see, an introvert recharges their internal batteries from withdrawing from others and being alone, while an extrovert, like myself, prefers to be around other people. While I was intrigued with Myers-Briggs, what the professor said next struck me even more. He said, you can go against your personal preference for a while, but eventually you'll snap back to your preferred state. This idea profoundly affected me. Myers-Briggs was able to assess my preferred state of how I wanted to interact with the outside world. And this made me wonder, why not retail? Is there a preferred state that we have as shoppers? Do our shopping behaviors come from inherent motivations ingrained within us? So I set out on a journey to determine, is there a preferred state in all of us when we shop? After years of trial and error, I uncovered 3 preferences driving our shopping decisions: wallet, time, and brand. Like Myers-Briggs, each is broken into a dichotomy. With wallet, you're either a deal seeker, which is all about saving money, or you're price blind, and price has minimal effect on your purchase decision. With time, you're either on a mission and you minimize the time in the store, or you're a journey shopper and you enjoy the retail environment. With brand, you're either a brand citizen and you buy the brand you know, or you're a free agent and brand really doesn't matter. Okay, to keep it simple, I like to think of these 3 preferences as our shopper DNA. This DNA becomes the building blocks for Primal Shopper, as you will see through the next 2 stories. One of my favorite stories in the book is about Monica. Monica lives for the deal. I like to refer to her as the ultimate deal seeker. One thing you have to understand about Monica is deal seeking is who she is. It is her way of life. For Monica, it is natural to spend time to save money. Saving money is so much a part of her, it really bothers her to pay full price. During my 3-hour interview with her, I was constantly amazed at the number of tactics she used to save money on everything from furniture to groceries to buying clothes for her kids. However, there is an interesting irony with Monica, especially when it comes to grocery shopping. While she loves getting a deal, she really does not like going into the store. In fact, she hates it. She thinks it's a waste of time and prefers to spend her time somewhere else. Monica is an example of how the 3 shopper DNA strands create what I call a primal typology. Obviously, Monica is a deal seeker when we talk about wallet. From a time perspective, she's a mission shopper, not a journey shopper. As a mission shopper, she wants to get in and out of the store as quickly as possible and get on with her life. Finally, with brand, she's a free agent when it comes to the store. When purchasing a specific brand, she will go to the retailer that will give her the best price. This combination of deal seeker, mission, and free agent creates a primal typology called deal surgeon. Monica's story represents how DNA strands are combined to create primal typology. Overall, there are 8 different primal typologies when you combine the 3 DNA strands. Each exhibits unique behaviors which impact how we shop. I could elaborate on each of these primal typologies, but I wanted to keep this video short. So instead, let me point something else out. Worth noting is your typology may shift by product category. For example, like Monica, you could be a deal surgeon for grocery shopping, but a fanatical finder for clothing. So what is a fanatical finder? A fanatical finder has the DNA of a brand citizen, deal seeker, and journey shopper, which means they enjoy shopping for great deals on their favorite brands. These primal typologies become the foundational elements of how we build marketing using Primal Shopper. This foundational concept sets up the final story nicely on how Primal Shopper has been used for different clients. Clients like Aldi, Chevrolet, and in the next story, Bob Evans. Alright, we're to the last story. I thought it would be nice to wrap up this video by talking about how Primal Shopper was used for a specific client. A few years back I did a Primal Shopper study for Bob Evans. You know, down on the farm, that brand. The goal of the Primal Shopper study is to find opportunities to grow brand share. To do this for Bob Evans, we needed to answer several questions. First off, how do people select a brand within their typical restaurant rotation? Better yet, how does a brand get into the rotation? Primal Shopper is designed to uncover insights to make brands attractive to different typologies. For example, within the family restaurant category, 35% of people were comfort zoners. A comfort zoner is a brand citizen, price blind, and journey shopper. For this shopper, price was not driving their decision, and they enjoyed selecting a restaurant from the brands they knew. For family dining, social played a major role in their decision process. 1/3 of people were influenced by word of mouth when deciding where to eat. And add to that, over 50% of respondents shared a dining experience in the past month. Understanding the social influence on a comfort zoner, we set out to find conversations where the brand could be relevant. At the time, Bob Evans was primarily about breakfast. The goal was to find a territory where they could expand and still be true to their brand. Enter food porn. That's right, food porn. Through digital ethnography, we identified a powerful thread with food porn. It has an amazing average of 106,000 posts per day. The nice part about food porn is it fit within Bob Evans' DNA, especially as it related to indulgent comfort food. Our goal was to expand social relevancy through ideas amplifying provocative menu items, social hooks, and shareable content. This content would be distributed through influential channels identified within Primal Shopper, including social, television, and store signage. Keep in mind, this comfort zoner story was only a part of the overall Bob Evans recommendation. However, it gives you a glimpse into how to use Primal Shopper. As I stated at the beginning of this video, first and foremost, Primal Shopper is a segmentation. The goal of Primal Shopper is to increase share by marketing to different typologies. As you will find in the book, Primal Shopper drives marketing tactics to grow share. It affects content to make the emotional connection to drive behavior. It isolates influential channels to focus your content to either intercept or interrupt a shopper. It identifies social conversations and themes to increase your brand relevancy. And finally, it helps you design retail promotional tactics to drive sales in the store or online. So, that's a quick overview of Primal Shopper. If you found this interesting, pick up a copy on Amazon. In addition to the book, you can go to primalshopper.com where you will find extended content including my Primal Shopper podcast. If you want to learn more about the Primal study, reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'd be happy to answer any questions on how to use Primal Shopper to increase your brand share. Well, that's it for now. Take care, everyone.